Good evening, Fernwood. My name is Neil. Thank you for joining me on my epic journey through the 70s satirical serial soap opera, Mary Hartman, Mary Hartman, all 325 episodes of it. This is day 12, and am I staying sane? There's so much to go through. I'm going to cover a few key points here. We've got Mary and Tom. They are a couple that are going through some troubles because not only are they having some issues in the marital bed, and also Tom has cheated on Mary, but also they've got a daughter who's missing because perhaps she saw a mass murder happen. That's a lot going on. Next door to them, they've got Loretta and Charlie. Loretta is a singer. She's also been a little bit sick lately. She fainted at the end of a recording session. Charlie is doing his best to care for her. And then their parents, or rather Mary's parents, are next door. They're all right next to each other. Mary's parents, Martha and George, are doing their thing. But in their house, Grandpa Larkin has been formerly known as the Fernwood Flasher. Also, he's got a new friend who is kind of stalkery. Her name's Fanny. We'll meet more characters as we go. We are heading into the January 20th, 1976 episode. That would be a Tuesday night, which is when this episode airs in 2020 or later. Let's get started.
Charlie, honey, you just about finished monkeying with the car? Breakfast is almost ready. Okay.
A new pink nightie.
Charlie, stop looking at me like that. Now go on, stop it. I know what you're thinking about, and you're making me feel all tingly noodly and everything.
I love it.
I know you do.
I can't get enough of it.
Ah.
It's burning.
Right, I'll be right back.
Priorities, after all.
I'm sorry, baby boy.
Honey, it's okay. It's okay. Your singing comes first in this house. Get your stuff together. We're going to Nashville end of the week.
Well, I've been thinking,
I've been thinking about it for years.
maybe we ought not go, you know?
What? Now, don't tell me that you're losing your confidence.
Oh, heck no, hon. I know I'm going to be a superstar. But what I mean is, maybe we ought not go right now.
Why not?
On account of Mary. Bless her heart. Honey, she's in more trouble than a hound dog and a pack of porcupines. I'm going to go get some eggs. Honey, be careful.
All right, come on. Hello. Yes. No fool. I'm a ringtail monkey. Yeah. Yeah, I understand. Okay, bye.
We don't got any eggs either.
Well, we got something.
What?
That was Dr. Furman. You're pregnant. Yes. And he says on account of all your miscarriages and all, you got to get a lot of rest and just take it easy.
Well, that settles it.
What?
We're going to go to Nashville by the end of the week.
But he said that you have to take.
Charlie, don't you understand?
No.
Well, that's right. You're not a woman.
Well, that I'll buy, but what do you?
See, I know I have to be real careful and everything, but I am not ready for that rocking chair yet. See, I'm just a little teensy bit pregnant now. And when I really have to worry about rest and everything is later when it really starts to show that I'm going to have a baby.
Hey,
What?
we're gonna have a baby.
I know. Mm.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean. Am I interrupting something?
Hey,
What?
guess what?
What?
I'm gonna have a baby.
You're gonna have a baby? Charlie, congratulations! That's perfect. Hey, that's really great. Yeah. And you too. That's terrific.
Thank you.
Listen, the police say no news is good news. You know, if something bad had happened, they would have heard by now. They figure, and well, they said probably Heather and her girlfriend just took off in a bus someplace, and we should know real soon, real soon.
The police are real comfort, aren't they?
Yeah.
Now, Mary, everything is going to be all right. Do you hear me? Now, I know that Heather's going to be home and real soon, huh?
No, I'm all right. It's just that it rained on my laundry.
Mary, is this yours?
No, it's Heather's training room.
I didn't know she had this much to train.
Well, she doesn't, not yet, but I brought it to her to show her that I have faith in her.
Oh,
Loretta, it's been 2 whole days.
now, Mary, that's not that long.
But she hasn't got a change of underwear.
That's probably Heather right now.
Heather?
No, this is Sergeant Foley. Well, you said you might stop by here yesterday. I was wondering what happened.
What happened? Oh, I had to do the laundry.
I thought that was done when I talked to you.
This is not
You told me you were taking it out of the washing machine and hanging it up on the line.
Well, you see, after I hung it up on the line to dry, I had to wash it all over again.
How come?
Well, we live under the path of the flight of migrating birds. I think I better hang up now because I don't want to tie up the phone in case Heather calls.
Professionalism in this
Still haven't
town.
heard from her.
Oh, Mary, how are you and Tom? I hope everything's all right between you two,
Oh, it's fine. It's just fine.
even though he stayed out all night.
Oh, that was just an accident.
Where was he?
Oh, he was over at a friend's apartment. There's some fellow who works at the plant. Have you got a match?
You know I don't smoke. Oh, but I'll get you a match. You know, of course, the reason that I can't smoke is because my throat, I gotta save it and everything, you know, for singing and breathing.
A match?
Yeah, well, you know, superstars have to have great breath control.
Why don't you look in Tom's jacket? He usually has some matches.
Maya Linsky.
What about her?
Well, her name is written here and her phone number. Oh, but you probably got that the other night at the recording session, didn't you?
No.
Oh, well, then who would have written her number here? Oh, Mary, no. I mean, you don't think that that's who Tom was with last night or the other night.
So you gonna give me a match or not?
Oh.
Thanks.
Is she smoking the wrong end of that cigarette?
Good morning.
Okay, you're always here to say good morning, but you're never here to say good night. That sounds like one of Loretta's tunes, huh?
I'm really in love.
With, what's his name?
Steve. Oh, isn't that a beautiful name? I love him and he loves me.
How can you tell?
Because I spent all last night with him and he didn't even touch me. Ma, it's for real this time.
I hope so. He didn't touch you all night.
No.
You sure?
Mommy, sit down, please. Daddy is just going to love him, and so are you.
Has he got a job?
Yes, with good pay.
Now, if you were with them all last night and you didn't do anything you should be ashamed of, what did you do? Just talk?
Well, Steve doesn't talk much.
The strong, silent type, huh?
Not exactly.
Well, then what?
Well, actually, Steve doesn't talk at all.
How come?
He's dumb.
Well, he couldn't be any dumber than that Armenian bartender you went out with. He couldn't find his hands in his pockets.
That was
How come
episode
you go
1.
with such dumbbells?
Mom, not that kind of dumb. I mean, he's mute. He's also deaf.
Can't hear, huh? Well, that's too bad. Well, I'm sorry if he's handicapped, but Daddy and I never would be able to learn that sign language.
Mom, he's a beautiful human being, and I know you're just going to love him when you meet him.
Now, when I meet him, should I shake his hands, or will he be using them?
Aren't you gonna eat your lunch?
I ain't hungry. Hey, Charlie. You ever been unfaithful to Loretta?
What kind of a question is that?
What's the question?
Well, the answer is no. Why'd you ask that?
I was just asking, that's all.
Why?
Hi, Tommy. Hi, Charlie.
What's with you and May?
Who said anything? Between me and May, who said that?
I'm not blind. Sticks out all over the place.
What are you talking about?
Out of the blue, you asked me about have I ever been unfaithful. And suddenly, May and you were very... I also remember you didn't come home the night before last.
I told you I was with a buddy of mine, Charlie.
What buddy?
You don't even know the guy.
I know all your friends, Tom. How dumb do you think I am? You're out of your gourd, man.
Why?
Well, you want Mary to find out about it? You want to bust up with Mary?
Ray doesn't know anything about it.
Don't be too sure.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I figured it out, and I'm not your wife. How long do you think it's going to take Mary to figure it
You're not gonna tell her right, are you?
out? Oh, man. Look at that. Look what you're into. Already you're worried about what am I going to do? And will Mary find out? You're into a whole pot full of worry, man. Let me put it this way. I think you ought to get out before it's too late. Think about what I said.
Bye, Johnny.
Hey.
Well,
All right.
What's the matter? You look worried.
listen, you gotta do something.
Well, you know what that means? It's gonna be wonderful. No, it wouldn't. Yes, if Mary knows it'll all be out in the open, we'll have nothing to hide, and then we can just go right on seeing one another.
You make it sound so simple.
Well, it is simple. There's no problem.
Then how come I'm so nervous? How come I feel like I'm losing my lunch and I haven't even had any lunch yet?
Well, maybe you should.
Well, maybe we should.
Heather?
No, it's me, Tom. No word from Heather, huh?
No.
Oh. Listen, Mary, I'm gonna be a little late for dinner.
What's a little late?
Well, one of the guys at the plant, his car broke down, and he asked me to give him a ride home, and I told him I would, and it won't be too long. It might be, a little while. I mean, he lives way out in the suburbs,
Tom?
Yeah, what?
Nothing. We'll talk about it when we get home.
Okay.
Be careful.
What?
There's a lot of traffic.
Oh, okay, I will. And I'll see you in a little while, okay? Bye.
Heather?
No, this is Sergeant Foley. I'm just quitting work for the day, and I was wondering if there's anything I can do for you.
Is there any news about Heather yet?
No, I'm afraid not.
Well, listen, I better go now because I have a huge dinner on the stove and nobody here to eat it.
I am at the end of my rope, and it's a good thing. If I had any more rope, I'd hang myself.
You want some rope?
Your father complaining about grocery bills, Grandpa Larkin acting like the playboy of the year, and your sister Kathy talking about marrying a deaf and dumb man. And it's all your fault.
My fault?
Yes, your fault. You're the one who encourages her to live the life she leads.
You like Kathy better than you like me, don't you?
No, I didn't say that.
No, you do, though. You always pay more
No,
attention
I
to her.
do not. She's younger and she needs me
And
more.
prettier, too. You think she's prettier,
No,
too,
I don't think
And
she's
you do,
prettier
don't you?
than anybody. Now, I don't think she's prettier than anybody. I think you both have equal problems in that area.
Equal problems in that area.
And Grandpa, that's your fault too. Yes, if you kept an eye on him, why he wouldn't be wandering around the street and becoming the Fernwood flasher.
You like Grandpa better than you like me, too, don't you?
Oh, Mary, stop it.
I don't know what I'm going to do about Heather. What's happened to Heather? I'm so worried. I'm so worried about Heather. I don't know what to do.
You don't look worried standing there cooking up a storm.
Well, I worry best when I cook.
Well, if I had to cook to worry, it'd cost a fortune.
How dare you tell me I'm not worried? I'm plenty worried. Want to stay for dinner?
I don't know.
Would you just taste this? I think I'm a little low on spice.
Why do I always have to do all the work and worry for everybody in this family?
Don't worry, Heather. Heather. Look, Mom. It's Heather. Oh, Heather. You're home. Oh, Heather. Hug me. Hug me harder.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh, Heather, baby. What happened? Where were you? Mary, let her up for air. She's going to smother.
Heather. Heather. You're home.
But I can't stay.
What?
I gotta go back.
What do you mean? Well, back where?
David's still got Trudy in this whole boarded up store, and if I don't get back by 6:30, he's gonna kill her.
It doesn't sound like a very fair punishment just for being late.
Whew. Oh gosh. Loretta's expecting and also has a history of miscarriage. So we're looking at potential good or bad coming soon. Charlie definitely has figured out that Tom is cheating on Mary with May, and Mary, as much as she denies it, really, I think she knows too. Kathy, for the second episode in a row, has talked about being in love, and the person that she is in love with is deaf mute. That's not necessarily harmful, but at the time, I think it was seen really differently. And Heather's back, but also her friend Trudy is in trouble if Heather doesn't return. I'm not really sure how that works exactly. I'm a lot bothered by Tom and May, how careless or inconsiderate. It would be one thing if they were in an ethical, non-monogamous relationship. That's a totally different thing. I know that relationships were being explored in that way at that point. You know, the swinger ideology was pretty fresh at that point. But this is not that. This is, we'll do what we want. And, you know, who cares how Mary feels about it? I'm looking forward to what's coming. And I thank you again for joining me. That was January 20th, 1976. And we will see you tomorrow night in Fernwood.